Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India will be among the top 3 economies in the world during his third term. What he did not mention is that his guarantee is self-fulfilling in that no matter who is PM after elections, India will become the third largest economy in a few years. Population and economic growth will ensure a larger economy. With more people than in any other nation, it would be unfathomable to have a shrinking economy, as that would mean mass penury. A day after the Prime Minister's address, the State Bank of India projected India as the third largest economy by 2027, bolstering the BJP's electoral prospects. The party, led by Modi, has often highlighted GDP growth and rankings to ignite nationalistic pride, even though it may not reflect the well-being of the average Indian. Could there be more to a nation's well-being than just its GDP? While economists view GDP as an overarching indicator of an economy's health, they focus more on economic growth or levels of per capita income than on the absolute value of GDP. If GDP rankings were a measure of well-being, our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru would have celebrated India's 8th largest economy rank in 1960 when much of the country lived in extreme poverty. Japan has had one of the world's 3 largest economies since the mid-1960s but has stagnated for several decades and no longer serves as an inspiration for emerging economies. Elevating the overall size of an economy as the singular measure of progress and well-being is a dangerous delusion. No wonder US Senator Robert Kennedy famously said that GDP measures everything except that which makes life worthwhile. As Nobel laureate Joseph Stiglitz points out, GDP does not measure health, education, equality of opportunity, the state of the environment or many other indicators of the quality of life. It does not even measure crucial aspects of the economy such as its sustainability, whether or not it is headed for a crash. It is self-serving to highlight India's GDP rank and deny other ranks. India ranks 107th out of 121 countries in hunger, 127th out of 146 in gender gap, 161st out of 180 in press freedom, 131st out of 176 in economic freedom, 42nd out of 55 in intellectual property, and 86th out of 107 in perceptions of corruption. It would be hypocritical to completely deny the value of an economy's size. After all, economists spend a lot of time poring over GDP data. But GDP must be used in concert with other measures of well-being for a fuller view of an economy's capacity, its performance and the benefits that accrue to individual citizens.